When a television institution celebrates one of its own, it becomes more than just a workplace event, it turns into a heartfelt reflection on history, friendship, and legacy. That was precisely the case when Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos devoted a special morning of Live with Kelly and Mark to honoring executive producer Michael Gelman, who recently reached a milestone career achievement that few in the industry can match. For nearly 4 decades, Gelman has been the steady hand, the creative engine, and the behind-the-scenes visionary of the long-running morning show that has weathered host changes, cultural shifts, and the ever-changing television landscape. His journey has not only shaped the identity of Live, but also cemented his role as one of daytime television's most enduring figures. This celebration wasn't just a tribute, it was a tapestry woven with laughter, surprises, and plenty of emotional moments as Kelly, Mark, and a parade of former colleagues revisited Gelman's extraordinary career. A legacy born in the 1980s. Michael Gelman joined the production team in the early 1980s, when the program was still in its infancy. Then known as the morning show in its local New York incarnation, the series would soon expand nationally as Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. A young, ambitious Gelman quickly rose through the ranks, bringing with him a sharp eye for television pacing, a knack for orchestrating chaos, and an uncanny ability to spot what would resonate with audiences. In those early days, Gelman was more than just a producer, he was a problem solver, a diplomat, and often the glue holding live television together. Stories abound of Gelman racing through studios, headset on, juggling multiple moving parts with calm precision. That same energy and commitment to excellence would propel the show into a new era, and later, into multiple decades of success. Kelly and Mark's tribute. As the cameras rolled on the celebratory episode, Kelly Ripa, who has worked with Gelman since 2001 when she became Regis Philbin's co-host, welcomed the audience with a sparkle in her eye. Today, she began, turning toward Gelman in the control room, "We're doing something we never do. We're talking about the man who keeps us all together. The man who has been with this show since before I was even allowed to stay up past 10 p.m. We're celebrating Gelman's milestone, because without him, there would be no Live as we know it." Mark Consuelos, standing beside his wife, chimed in with his signature charm. "I've known Gelman as Kelly's boss, her producer, and now as mine too. And I have to say, it's a unique experience working with someone who has literally seen every single moment of my wife's professional life on this show, and a lot of my personal life too," he joked, earning laughter from the audience and a playful eye roll from Kelly. The pair then kicked off a segment featuring a montage of clips spanning Gelman's career, behind-the-scenes footage, early interviews, bloopers, and even moments when Gelman himself was coaxed into appearing on camera. The audience erupted in applause as memories of Regis and Kathy Lee, Regis and Kelly, Kelly and Michael, Kelly and Ryan, and now Kelly and Mark played across the screen. The surprise guests. No milestone celebration would be complete without surprise appearances, and Gelman's tribute delivered in spades. Former hosts Kathy Lee Gifford and Ryan Seacrest each sent video messages brimming with affection and admiration. Kathy Lee reflected, "Gelman, you were just a kid when I met you, and yet you always carried yourself like the wisest guy in the room. You made live TV look effortless, even when it wasn't. Thank you for guiding us through the madness." Ryan Seacrest added his own words, "When I joined the show, Gelman welcomed me like family. He made sure every moment was fun, fast, and real. I owe so much of my growth in daytime to him." But the biggest surprise came when Regis Philbin's widow, Joy Philbin, walked onto the set carrying a framed photo of Regis with Gelman. The audience leapt to their feet in a standing ovation, and Kelly visibly fought back tears as Joy embraced her and then turned to Gelman. "Regis always said Gelman was the hardest working man in television," Joy said warmly. "He admired him, teased him, and loved him like family. Regis would be so proud of this moment." A look at the numbers. During the tribute, Kelly highlighted some staggering statistics that underscored Gelman's longevity and impact. Over 12,000 episodes produced under his watch. More than 5,000 celebrity interviews coordinated. Countless holiday specials, theme weeks, and remote broadcasts from cities around the globe. A Guinness World Record for the most morning show episodes produced by a single person. "Think about that," Kelly told the audience. "Michael Gelman has produced more live television than most people have watched in their entire lives." Mark added with a grin, "And he still manages to look younger than me." Behind-the-scenes memories. Throughout the show, crew members and longtime staff shared their favorite Gelman stories. One stage manager recalled Gelman's penchant for last-minute pivots, remembering a day when a guest cancelled just moments before airtime. Gelman didn't panic. He just grabbed a basket of props and said, "We'll do a cooking demo. Someone find eggs." That's Gelman, always ready with a plan B. Another producer described Gelman's notorious perfectionism. He could tell if a camera angle was off by a fraction of an inch. But that's why the show looks as good as it does. He never accepts less than the best. Even Kelly joined in with a laugh. Gelman once told me not to wear a certain dress because it would clash with the set. I wore it anyway, and he was right. It looked like I was disappearing into the backdrop. He hasn't let me forget it in 20 years. The emotional core. But what truly made the tribute resonate was the acknowledgement of Gelman's personal impact on the people around him. Kelly spoke openly about the guidance he gave her when she first joined the show as a young mother navigating daytime fame. "Gelman believed in me when I was terrified I'd be a one-season wonder," she admitted. "He reminded me that authenticity matters more than anything. Every day since then, he has been my safety net." Mark added, "Working with Gelman feels like being coached by a master athlete. He's tough, he pushes you, but he wants you to win. And when you do, he celebrates like it's his own victory." A toast to the future. Toward the end of the episode, Kelly and Mark presented Gelman with a commemorative plaque inscribed with the words, "For 4 decades of excellence, vision, and heart, from your live family." Kelly then raised a glass of champagne, while the audience and crew joined in the toast. "Here's to Gelman," she declared. "To the man who's been here longer than the furniture, who knows all our secrets, and who keeps this show alive every single day. We love you." Gelman, usually content to stay behind the camera, stepped onto the set to accept the honor. His voice cracked with emotion as he addressed the room. "I've always said this show is a family," he began. "And like any family, we've had our ups and downs, our triumphs and challenges. But what's made it worth every second is the people. Kelly, Mark, every host I've worked with, every crew member, you are the reason I come to work every day. Thank you for trusting me, teasing me, and letting me be part of this incredible ride." Why Gelman matters. Television history is littered with forgotten producers and short-lived shows, but Gelman's staying power is a testament to something rare, an unshakable ability to adapt. He's shepherded live through eras of television dominated by soap operas, cable news, streaming services, and now social media. And through it all, the show has remained relevant, lighthearted, and deeply human. Critics often point out that Live succeeds because of its hosts, but insiders know the truth. It's the invisible hand of Michael Gelman that ensures those hosts shine brightest. He understands that daytime viewers crave warmth, humor, and connection, and he's built a format that delivers exactly that. The last word. As the tribute drew to a close, Kelly and Mark hugged Gelman tightly, the three sharing a moment of quiet camaraderie as the audience roared in appreciation. Daytime television thrives on routine. Viewers tune in for familiarity, comfort, and continuity. In celebrating Michael Gelman's milestone, Live acknowledged the man who has quietly guaranteed that continuity for nearly 40 years. It was not just a career achievement being honored, but a legacy. A reminder that while the faces in front of the camera may change, the heart of Live has always been, and continues to be, Michael Gelman. And as Kelly quipped in the final seconds before the closing credits, "Here's to the next 12,000 episodes, though Gelman, you better not try to retire before me." The audience laughed, but beneath the humor lay an undeniable truth: Gelman is irreplaceable. And in honoring him, Live honored the very spirit of daytime television itself.